Have you ever wondered who pulls the strings in the grand stories of Greek mythology? We all know about Zeus' thunderbolts and Poseidon's trident, but what about the silent force that shapes every hero's destiny? Today, we read diving deep into the shadows to uncover one of the most mysterious and powerful beings in the Greek pantheon, Moros, the spirit of impending doom. He wasn't a monster to be slain or a god to be worshipped. Moros was something far more intimate and terrifying, the embodiment of inevitable fate. Forget epic battles and heroic quests for a moment. Moros's power wasn't in physical strength, but in the quiet, unshakable truth he represented. He was the reason why every prophecy came true, why every hero met their foretold end, and why no one, not even the gods, could truly escape their destiny. So who was this shadowy figure? In the earliest creation myths, before the Olympians ruled from their golden thrones, there was Nyx, the primordial goddess of night. From her, a host of powerful, abstract deities were born, and among them was Moros. His siblings were just as formidable: Thanatos, the god of peaceful death; Hypnos, the god of sleep; and the Moirai, the fates who spun, measured, and cut the thread of life. While the fates determined the length of one's life, Moros was the spirit of the doom itself, the unavoidable event at the end of that thread. Think of it like this: the Moirai decided when your story would end, but Moros was the living embodiment of that final chapter. He didn't cause it. He simply **** it. He moved unseen through the mortal world, and even among the gods, a constant, silent reminder that every path has a destination. Now, you might be thinking, isn't that just another name for fate? Not quite. Moros was more personal. The ancient Greeks believed that when a hero or a common person felt a sudden, chilling certainty about their future, a sense of a path they had to walk, no matter how tragic, that was the touch of Moros. He wasn't malicious or cruel. He was simply the messenger of an unchangeable reality. He wouldn't appear with a scythe or a sword. Instead, his presence was a feeling, a deep-seated knowledge of what was to come. This is why he was so feared. Heroes like Achilles and Hector weren't afraid of dying in battle. They were afraid of the certainty of their death, the doom that Moros personified. Achilles knew he was fated to die at Troy. He could have stayed home, lived a long, peaceful life, and been forgotten. But the pull of his destiny, his Moros was too strong. It was the promise of glory intertwined with his inevitable end. Moros didn't force Achilles onto the boat to Troy. He simply ensured that once Achilles chose his path, the fated outcome would be waiting for him. Similarly, consider Oedipus. He did everything in his power to escape the prophecy that he would kill his father and marry his mother. He fled his home, traveled to a distant land, and tried to outrun his doom. But every step he took to avoid his fate was a step that led him directly to it. Moros wasn't chasing him. He was the very road Oedipus was walking on. The tragedy of Oedipus isn't just that he fulfilled the prophecy, but that his struggle against it was the very mechanism of its fulfillment. That's the chilling power of Moros. Unlike many gods who demanded sacrifices and temples, Moros had none. How do you appease the inevitable? You can't bribe it, fight it, or reason with it. This made him one of the most absolute forces in the cosmos. Even Zeus, the king of the gods, was subject to fate. While he could influence events and delay outcomes, he couldn't ultimately change what was destined to be. Moros was a reminder that even the most powerful being in the universe had a script to follow. So what can we take away from this ancient, gloomy spirit? Moros represents a profound concept that while we cannot choose our ultimate destiny, we can choose how we face it. The Greek heroes were defined not by their ability to escape their doom, but by the courage, honor, and strength they showed on their way to it. They looked their Moros asterisk in the eye and walked forward anyway. Moros teaches us that every story has an ending, and acknowledging that end gives the journey its meaning. He's the quiet whisper in the back of our minds, the force that gives weight to our choices and gravity to our lives. He remains one of mythology's most fascinating and unsettling figures, not a monster, but a mirror reflecting the one truth no one can escape. Thanks for journeying into the shadows with me today. If you enjoyed this deep dive into mythology, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more stories. Let me know in the comments which mythological figure we should explore next. Until then, stay curious,